Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh class. Gonna get started here in just one moment. Share the class. Gonna be a heavy topic tonight. Facebook. Yeah, right? Facebook is her altar. What does that mean? We can get started here in just one moment. Okay. Right. What the hell? The devil's trying already. I want this message to get out. Shalom. We are the I.S.U.P.K. coming out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. My name is Officer Hamak, and I would like to welcome you to the I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh class. And tonight's topic is going to be Facebook is her altar. What is that? Now, for all you people that don't know what Facebook is, even though you might be watching this stream on Facebook, you should know. Facebook is a social media platform that allows people to share videos, photos, express their thoughts, opinions on various subjects, politics, religion, you name it. But it's also a place where evil women use to get worship. They get followers, right? They get simps. Tonight we're gonna get real rugged and raw, right? It's a platform that can be used for good, but just like the Garden of Eden, the knowledge of good and the knowledge of evil, social media can be used maliciously in order to draw simple men away from the Most High. And what this social media platform does, it gives wicked women a platform to take the Most High's place. And we're gonna bring out some scriptures to prove it, man. Tonight's class, Facebook is her altar, right? You sitting here, oh baby, yeah, I'm gonna give you a heart. You get a thumb, baby, yeah, I like it, yeah. Look here, man. Don't be some simple dude. Yes, a woman is a beautiful thing, and To her husband, she deserves to be adored and respected and loved. But that's to her husband, not to the whole goddamn world, right? The Most High has some pretty strong and profound words in his Bible, his scriptures, that we was not to worship other gods, right? So I'm going to bring it out in the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and we're going to start at verse 3. In the King James Version of the Bible, if you're watching the class, share the class. This is going to be very edifying for a lot of people out there because they don't know what they're doing, right? You think that it's an innocent thing. Oh, man, you just messed up, man. How, you know, man, that's a fat ass, right? So lock it. Here's the thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the human body that the Most High made, but it's something wrong when you display it for everybody to see. You should be chaste. You should be shamefaced if you're a woman. You understand? Even if you do have a beautiful body. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to bring it out in the scriptures and see what the Most High has to say about your worship, your thirst, really, for adoration and attention. You call men thirsty, but really you the one that's thirsty. You need those likes. You need the hearts. You need the attention, right? You need the worship. So we're going to bring it out and see what the Most High got to say about it. This is a law class tonight, Pittsburgh. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now, this is the Most High giving the word to Moses. He's saying, thou shalt have no other gods before me. What's the big rhetoric today in the black community? Yo, the black womb, man, is God, man. The black woman is God. She brings forth life. Look here, man. You're simple. Before the sperm, which has the life in it, goes into the womb of a woman, it's nothing but a bunch of lifeless eggs, right? The woman, she does not create life. She brings forth life. You understand? Now, some of y'all just got offended and you got mad. Yeah, how you gonna tell me I carried my children for 9-10 months? You tried doing it. Look here, man. How come you didn't carry no child before you got impregnated by a man? Right? Because it was something in the male that brought forth life in your body, and you was the incubator. You understand? So the black woman is not God. She's a created being. You understand me? She's not God. But according to America and Babylon and the feminist movement and the Christian church, black women have been gassed up to their detriment to think there's some type of God, some type of queen. And it's nothing new under the sun. We're going to go into the queen of heaven and worship and all that stuff like that. Really, it all stems from the spirit of Jezebel. You understand? Which is very prevalent on earth today. But let me bring that out again. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Okay, what is that? It's statues in a sense. But what about those pictures on Facebook, social media? Oh man, look at her body, man. You get some chocolate. Look, look, nobody is denying that aesthetically, many of these women have beauty. But here's the thing. The inside of them, talking about their heart, their soul, their mind, is rotten to the core, many of them, not all. You sitting around all day, you got a husband looking for the attention of other men. That is a very wicked and evil thing. You understand? Very wicked and evil. Because it's your altar. You expect your loyal subjects, your followers, bring before you likes. Queen, I bring before you a big heart. I bring before you a big thumb. You understand? You're ignorant. You're simple. And the Most High knew it. That's why he left his words, and he left Commander GEN.YAHANNA and his priests and prophets in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, to game you up and let you know what's going on out here, man. You are going to be worshiping this false deity, the black woman's God, and this feminist movement. Think about it. All these deities set up to worship a woman. Mother Mary in the Catholic Church. Libertas, right? What is that? The Statue of Liberty. You ever see the Columbia Pictures logo when you have the lady holding the torch? All this stuff is set up to worship women, and particularly white women. And black women in their ignorance wants to vie for that position. That's why they wear the blonde weave and they go out, got the contact lenses, because they believe that the base woman on the planet is some type of deity. Nah, man. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. That's what you don't know. So why the hell would you want to be like some goddamn cave animal? You understand? You want to be like a cave animal, a beast. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You need to be a princess like the Most High calls you in the scriptures, the daughters of Zion, if you are a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman, right? There is no need for you to try to gain worship from people. You should want love from your husband, respect. But these are the things that you should want from that one man, right? Not every goddamn body. You don't care if it's lies. There's some big old women out here on Facebook, getting on, I'm thick. Oh, look, she said she looked like Janet Jackson. She looked more like Freddie Jackson, right? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, it's old school. But the thing is that they got all these filters. They got all this witchcraft. She don't care how she get the worship. She don't care if she's lying to you. That's what a deceiver does. Ye are of your father, the devil. Tonight is a very harsh class, but tonight is the medicine so that you can repent of your deeds before the Most High judge you. You understand? It's real talk. And we in the ISUPK are trying to wake the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women up in Pittsburgh, man, flaunting around, you know, thinking you some damn goddess or some deity. That's just like what just happened with this Terrell Pryor incident, right? His girlfriend stabbed the hell out of him, stabbed him in the chest. They say it was a thing where, oh, he was assaulting her, it was self-defense. Okay, it was self-defense. She had two of her girlfriends there. Why didn't they all jump in if it was self-defense? Nah, what it was probably more than likely, she felt like her boyfriend, her man, her husband, in a sense, in reality, was flirting with one of her friends or something like that, and she got jealous because they want all the worship for themselves. Women want all the worship for themselves, and that's just not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. Look at your life. What you should be concerned about is being a part of a great man's life. You should want to be a part of a great man's life than have the whole of a simp. You see what I'm saying? You want to collect little simps here. I want this simp and I want all these men. And then you want to complain about them because you can't add them all up to become even a piece of that one great man that got multiple wives. You can't handle that. I ain't sharing my nigga nobody. And not them hoes, them dirty hoes. That's how you think. Because in your mind, that's what it's about. It's a lust thing. No, this man might be having wives for different functions. There's some women that don't know how to braid hair, right? He might have a wife for that. He might have a wife that's good with finances, different things. And in the meanwhile, he's helping enrich their lives, steering them right according to the words of the Most High. You understand? So don't get it twisted, man. It's a nice class. Facebook is her altar of worship. That's just what it is, man. It's real crazy. But y'all gotta understand this because, man, y'all out here going out there, y'all going out like Willie Lump Lump. You understand me? Little inside thing, little outside thing. You sitting there worshiping these whores, excuse me, and it's to your detriment. We're going to bring it out in the scriptures. Share the class tonight because we're about to get real heavy and deep. And a lot of men need to hear this, women too, because they need to stop it. They need to stop what the hell they doing, trying to gain all this adoration and take the Most High's place of worship. You understand me? If you was to tell a lot of these women today, look here, man, the Most High wants you to get rid of your Facebook account. Man, they'll cut you the hell out. You understand me? They're not about to get rid of their Facebook account. It's like being a kid in a candy store. They got access to get all this free attention, right? Ride on demand. It's always some simp dude in their inbox. Ooh, baby, you look so good. When we gonna hook up? This, whoop, 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 whoop. Look here, she already know what you about because you weak. You weak in the flesh. And the only thing you can think about is sex is because they push it in your psyche here in society. Every TV show. Every kiss begins with K. Victoria's Secret commercial. Everything is to glorify the woman, and you ain't nothing. And you should be just happy that you sniffed the woman's panties, right? Salaki, I'm just, this is I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh. We go real rugged and hard here. You understand me? But I'm just bringing it out, man. Tonight's class, man, Facebook is her altar. That's what she uses. She uses it so that you can worship her. You understand? The Queen of Heaven. That's what many of these women call themselves, the Queen of Heaven. I'm a bad bitch, and all this stuff like that. Look, man, you a bum. Many of you, not all of you, but many of these women out here is bums, man. Talking about she a bad bitch. She a bum, dude. And I'm just trying to tell you what's up. Now, it might sound harsh. You might think that's a Bible class. How you gonna call yourself a man of God? Look, we ain't no damn Christians, man. I'm not some punk pastor in a suit. We bring out the true, unadulterated word of the Most High here, man. No games. You understand? So I'm going to go back in the scriptures and bring this out. This is real crazy, man. Some of y'all going to have to learn the hard way, right? So we brought out in Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images, right? What do? You share, in a sense, those images of them fat asses and all that stuff you looking at on Facebook, right? Lusting after some man's wife in your heart, which is a sin. Well, I didn't know it. And that's the thing about it. You don't know. Some of y'all do know. You don't care. Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, right? She called herself a queen, the queen of heaven, or that is in the earth beneath. You understand? You ever see a lot of these women, and really some men too, they got this ISIS and they got all these damn tattoos, this Kemet stuff, because they want to be worshipped. They want to be revered. It's a difference in being adored by your husband and trying to get the worship of men. You understand? Or that is in the water under the earth. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. That's what you're doing. Every time You see that woman's fat behind, she ain't got no shame, or she have her little story and she's on there twerking or doing something. You watching. You say, ooh, I'm gonna give you a heart, baby. You did a good job. I'm gonna be a loyal subject to you, baby. Like you're gonna hit the Facebook lottery and she just gonna go down the line, stop at your name, and choose you to be her simp. Get a life, man. Right? These is hoes out here parading as goddesses. You understand? And that's harsh words for some of y'all to hear, but you gotta hear it, right? Because your Christian pastor, he's not gonna tell you. He breeds whoredom in that church, man. That's why he allows female pastors, which is not in the scripture, to teach the word. Hell, I seen one female pastor, she was holding the pope like the mic stand, getting on her knees like she was about to perform a sexual act in front of all the congregation, right? Talking about you got to get on your knees and you got to get close. And then she's talking in a sexual undertone. See, that's a very seductive, alluring spirit to weak men, right? I don't see how y'all do it, man. Some of y'all need to have some more self-respect. I'm talking about the men now. I'm talking about you for being so goddamn weak to a woman, sniffing behind some damn skirt. You understand? Look here, man. I'm gonna tell you like I was told. Many of these women out here, you can't pay to keep they underwear on. They just ain't gonna keep them on. You can't pay them to keep their underwear on, man. Right? They gotta have their drawers down every 5 minutes. You understand? And this is very harsh class, but Pittsburgh, it's a lot of women out of pocket, and they need to be corrected. It's better you get these harsh words and this rebuke and reproof from me than for you to be judged, than for you to go out there and be a whore and sleep with Jason Pope and get HIV, right? It's better for you right now to heed the word. Some of y'all done, you done thumb, whatever, you went down the timeline and got away from my class and video, but it might be the last word of the Most High you ever hear to warn you to repent. Stop trying to take the Most High's place and get worship that he deserves and expects to get from everybody. You understand me? It's real crazy. Let me bring this out. Salaki, let me give you this information. Nor serve them, right? You're not supposed to be serving them. Many of y'all are out here paying women for nothing. I don't see how you do it. It's kind of like taking a piece of chewing gum that somebody else done chewed, and then you put it in your mouth, and then he takes it out of his mouth and hand it to the next brother. That's what it's like. You know what I'm saying? When you sitting up there making them dumb comments on Facebook under some woman's post, talking about, yeah, you look good, and then here come the next sip. Yeah, you do look good. Yeah, baby, I can't. I mean, it's obvious that where you find her is where she's gonna go when she leave you. If you found her in the club, she's gonna be back in the club when she leave you. If you found her on Facebook, she's gonna be back on Facebook when she leave you. Right? Some of y'all can't get it, man. I should be charging y'all for this game, but you don't understand it, man. They say the game is to be sold, not told. You understand? Damn, it's real crazy. But we're gonna bring it out in these scriptures, or should I say, give you the information, Salakia. For I, the Lord, thy God, am a jealous God. Salakia. The Most High is jealous. You sitting there getting all the likes. Ain't nobody thumbing up this class for the Most High. His word coming out. But you worship the creature more than the creator. Female getting a damn thong and start shaking her booty all over the goddamn internet. Thumb it up, right? I ain't saying, look here, I like stuff too, but it's a difference in having things go down in the privacy of your own bedroom in your own home, and you getting a camera and flashing your goods all over the internet and Facebook, and it being encouraged by older women, right? That's the thing about it. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of black women failed the black community, right? Because they was in charge of raising up a lot of these children to be adolescents, teenagers, adults, and look at the state of the black community. You understand? We're gonna bring it out, man, historically. Right here, I got a book right here, the Willie Lynch letter. We're gonna go into the origins of the devil's plans, because the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, because he created this bride of Frankenstein that wants all this worship. She want to be worshipped like a goddess. You understand? And it's a goddamn shame, man. Rather than wanting to be somebody decent, and serve her husband. Serve my husband, that's because you have been taught to look down on black men. Yeah, I know you see a lot of brothers on the street and they are in a bad predicament. And you see the sisters, which have been given their place in society as a placeholder, right? To keep you away from building with your black man. You ever think about that? Why there's a lot of black women that have these corporate jobs and the black man is on the streets in the ghetto? Well, the black man need to get himself together. No, that is not by happenstance. Matter of fact, we're going to go into this book right here. Now, this right here, you should get this. Some people question the authenticity, of this, but this is the Willie Lynch letter. You can say what you want about it, about the author, but the plan has worked to perfection. Now, I'm going to go, and I always like to bring this out because this is the devil's playbook for the black community. On page 21 of the Willie Lynch letter, right? Entitled The Negro Marriage Unit. Let me read this. This is the Willie Lynch letter, page 21, the Negro Marriage Unit. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females, right? I'm saying it like that because that's how they read it, nigger, with a double G and all that, ER. So this is when we came off those cargo slave ships, according to Deuteronomy 28 and 68 here in America. We went into bondage again and we were slaves. So this is the mindset of the slave master, right? AKA the white man. Then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working. That's what they do now. They keep the black man away from the black woman. They give the black woman a couple of little trinkets called a career in corporate America, and she has to go through college and get a lot of college debt just to have that. So that they have they hooks in her, so she can't just go back and leave. Now she's indebted to America and the system, right? She's simple. She don't know this. And they keep her away, and they keep the males moving and working. Black man, you always moving, you driving trucks. You doing construction. You always moving and working. You ain't never at home with your wife because they don't want you to have a stable foundation in your captivity. They want you to be confused. You understand? But let me finish reading this. Say the nigger female bears a nigger female, and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image. That's what they want to destroy. The whole thing is not to destroy the image of the black woman. They prop her up because she's the weaker vessel. The whole thing is to destroy the image of the black man. on TV. They put a black man in a goddamn dress. Every celebrity you can think of is wearing a dress and high heels now. And he is the one they use as a puppet because he's weak. He's a goddamn simp and a sellout and the son of Satan. You understand? So this is what he does. He puts on a dress and destroys the image of the nigger male. And you wonder why that black woman cusses your ass out. Because you weak. Many of y'all, I ain't saying it's right, but a lot of times they cuss some of these men out because they too goddamn weak, man. Right? They won't stand up to their woman. You cuss her ass out if you have to, if she don't respect you. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying put your hand on her, but she's not gonna get out of pocket and she ain't gonna be talking all that stuff. Some women just respect you based on that GP. You see what I'm saying? You sitting there because your mama taught you to be that way. That was in the Willie Lynch letter. She taught you to be weak toward women. Here come Big Mama. Oh, here she come. Don't say nothing, Mama. You know what I'm saying? You scared. 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 You scared of women, right? I ain't scared of no goddamn woman. You understand? I'm from the old school, right? My pops didn't raise no punk. You feel me? But you got to know this, man. That's why you bring worship to her on Facebook because you scared. You scared to say something bad about her in the comment section. She's showing her, bearing all her body and her stuff. I'll make a comment, put some goddamn clothes on. And then what happens? Here come all her faithful, loyal simp worshipers. Man, what's wrong with you? You must be gay or something, man. I like me a big ass. All that weak stuff, man. Nah, man, we trying to correct these women in the community. Why don't you get on board and do it? That's why the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is in Pittsburgh, man. Because you haven't had strong black leadership in Pittsburgh, right? That's why everybody is like zombies. They go along to get along, on drugs, on spice, K2, and all that other junk. You numbing yourself to the fact that you are oppressed and you a goddamn slave. That's what you're doing, right? That's what the hell you doing, man. And if you got questions, type in your question. This is a law class. The crux of tonight's message is to not have any other gods before the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. But you got to understand, you might not know what you're doing. I'm not saying this, you can't every once in a while, acknowledge and give somebody a reaction if they got good works, right? But not just because she got a fat behind or some tig old tiggies. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Something that she should use as something to really, how would I say, really for her husband's eyes only, man. Her husband's eyes only. But a lot of women have been taught too. We about to finish this out because they've been taught wrong too. You understand me? They've been taught by the devil who taught the black women in the black community that raised up the male children, male and the female children, and then they grow up and they basically living out the mindset of Willie Lynch, the curse of Willie Lynch, right? Let me read this again. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females, then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say the nigger female bears a nigger female and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image, frozen with an independent psychology, will raise their offspring into reverse positions. So now you got the males being effeminate, like Young Thug and all these little young rappers in these dresses and these metrosexuals and all these gay dudes running around here. It used to didn't be like that when I was coming up. You got cracked in your jaw for being, let me stop before they flag the video. But you got cracked in your jaw for being some damn fairy, some damn flaming hot Cheeto, right? And now you got the females wanting to be hard. Lil' Ma want to be some dyke, thug the fuck out, right? Salaki. I'm just keeping it real. And that was very unbecoming. You got women that's smoking now. That was always very unbecoming. You understand? You didn't see women doing that. You know, women turning up fifths of alcohol, cussing like a sailor, being mannish. You ever heard that term, mannish? You see what I'm saying? Because they've been created to be that way right here in the Willie Lynch letter, right? The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself. So she's like it, independent, Miss Independent. That's why I love. And you got these simp songs encouraging it and negotiable. So that's the thing about it. If she's independent, she's not really independent because she's negotiable. But who she's negotiable by? The goddamn devil. So that's not, when you independent, you're not negotiable. You see what I'm saying? So you're not really independent. We negotiate with her. What do? Hey, why don't you accept welfare and get your man out of your life and put him on child support, and we'll take care of you. Now, this is an 18-year deal, right? So they negotiate with her, through her. They use the black city councilwoman to go into the black community to calm all the niggas down. We just need to stop all the fighting. We need to vote. We need to do this and calm everybody the hell down. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do. Buy her. They negotiate by her. They always use that coon ass black woman. Not all, but some, especially in that Christian church. And negotiate her at will. Negotiate her at will. So she don't really have independence. She had independence from her man, but she's been betrothed to another. Who is that? The goddamn white man. You understand? That's who she chose in many cases to be her husband. But there's a penalty for that. That's why you see many of our women, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian women, being judged in a very harsh way. Even young girls now. You never heard about black women, little girls getting shot in drive-bys and kidnapped like that to the degree that it is now. It's crazy as hell. In Pittsburgh, you are being warned by the Most High God to repent. You done got too uppity in the Most High's eyes. You think that your life can't change like that. You got that good career, you got that good house, that good car. Like you can't lose that house in a fire. All your belongings, all your weaves burn up, your dresses, your high heels, everything burn up. I'm not wishing that on you, but I'm just telling you as a priest and prophet of the Most High, because you put your trust in pleasure and material things, right? That's what counts. When your true assignment on the earth is to be a helpmate to that black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man. That's your assignment. That's why you exist. And when you don't do that, there's no need for you to exist. There's no need for you to have life because you're not living out your assignment on earth. That's the truth. You understand? And somebody got to give it to you straight, no chaser. Right? So, let's go back into this book. And then we got a lot of scriptures to bring out. Or teach, Salaki. The one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life. Baby, don't go out there. They gonna kill you. They gonna stop resisting the police. How the hell I'm resisting the police? They choking me. That's like in Baltimore a couple of years back when they had them riots. There was the famous scene where the mother was grabbing on her son's back, trying to keep him from going out. Now he was trying to join in with all the other men that was tired of all the oppression by the police department in the city of Baltimore. And she was heralded as a hero because she was trying to stop her son. She didn't want her baby to get hurt. And that's noble enough. But she was trained to fear for his life rather than allow him to die as a man than live as a coward. You understand? We in I.S.U.P.K, we don't live like cowards, man. We willing to die, we willing to kill, to defend ourselves, of course. But we not gonna be no goddamn coward. You understand? That's what you used to. They don't want that image of men here in America. They want to give you Dwayne Wade that's raising his son to be a homosexual. They want to give you a Kanye West that sleeps and marries a white woman. They want to give you these entertainers and prop them up, the Jay-Z's and all these damn people that could give a damn about the masses of black people, poor black people. You understand? But Commander GEN.YAHANNA does care about black people, Pittsburgh. You want to look to a hero, you want to look to somebody to follow him. Don't follow that whore on Facebook, right? It's a nice class. Facebook is her altar of worship, man. And I'm showing you some origins of how she got this mindset, this independent mindset, just like Eve in the Garden of Eden. If she would have followed suit and listened to what Adam told her to do rather than the serpent, we would be cool. But she want to follow what the serpent said. She want to follow the counsel on Facebook instead of her husband at home. Right? She gets on Facebook and posts one of them stupid posts. I'm trying to see something. Why don't you ask your husband at home like the scriptures say, if you want to know what's what? And you putting on all these dumb posts, putting some posts trying to get attention. That's what it's all about. And you guppies fall for it hook, line, and sinker. Well, this is what it means. Look, man, she's just she's stealing your time. She's an energy vampire. You understand? Now, if this ain't every woman out there, if you're not a mature enough woman to know your worth by now, something's wrong with you. And you need some help. You need some counsel. Contact I.S.U.P.K Pittsburgh in that message box, and I will counsel you so we can give you some self-respect and some self-worth. You should know that you are truly a woman of worth by now. You can't just hear the word woman and get offended. That is the rhetoric and the programming that you've been given. Meanwhile, you calling women bitches. I can't stand that stinking bitch. Right? Where's the respect for the women now? You understand? Look, man, Pittsburgh, this is real rough and rugged. Some of y'all can't handle it. Many of y'all cannot handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Like that movie, Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth, man. Trying to give y'all something really to think about when you out here or you on that Facebook and you thumbing up and hearting up the big booties, right? You like those buns. You understand? Some of y'all like, man, I never heard some stuff like that. Man, you supposed to be teaching the Bible. You talking about this and this and that. Look, man, I'm talking about it, but y'all out there being about it. Y'all going in other men's wives, messengers, secretly trying to get at them. Stay the hell out these women's message box that they marry, man. And many of y'all women need to put your status. If you're married, single, or what are you? Especially if you're married. That's a sign right there too. Why don't you go ahead and just put a picture of you and your husband and your status, because you know that your likes And your worship and adoration is going to go down, and it should. You should not be trying to seek the attention of another man if you're married. You're in a relationship with somebody, right? That's going to keep things clean in that relationship. You understand? And you could do yourself a big favor and just do not, don't be associating with other men. You know what I'm saying? Trying to ask them questions and post pictures showing cleavage and all this other stuff like that. It's very unbecoming. You understand? But I'm going to finish some more on this, right, in the Willie Lynch letter. This is very interesting. You should cop this book if you get a chance to. She, being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak. Mama, she tripping. Mama, she tripping again. Baby, what she do this time? You always running to mama to answer your questions about your girlfriend, your wife, rather than being a goddamn man and keeping your mama out of it. I got this. Thank you, mama. I got it. All right. That's my wife. She gonna get in there. She gonna cook them biscuits, and she gonna be happy about it. And I don't want no lip while she doing it. You understand? That's the positions you should have, rather than mama, she tripping, mama, she busted out my window and slashed my tire, she tripping. You dated her, you dated that crazy broad, right? You dated her because you seen a big behind that hump, or some tiggies or whatever else you like. Sometimes a big behind need a big bottle of aspirin. You see what I'm saying? You need a big bottle of aspirin to go with that big behind, because you're going to have a hell of a headache dealing with the broad. You understand? Listen to the OG. I'm trying to tell you something, man. I done went through my share dealing with them crazy women back in the day. Way back there. Right? And I'm trying to learn you something. So let me finish reading this. So, raise the black males, Hispanic and Native Indian males, to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. You see those NFL and NBA players, they got strong bodies, but they weaken their mind. And many women today love that. They want some dumb, dope simp that they can run all over. In other words, body over mind. And the white man, the oppressor, he designed it because this is his game plan for the black community. Now, in a few years, when these two offspring become fertile for early reproduction, that's why a lot of black women get pregnant at 16, 15, 16, real young. We will mate and breed them and continue the cycle. So now you're producing independent black women and you're producing effeminate males, and you keep the cycle going. And that's what destroys the black community. And that's why she can't afford not to be worshiped on that goddamn Facebook, man. Right? It says that is good, sound, and long-range comprehensive planning. That's the mindset. Now, we're going to go into the scriptures. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 16. Right? Your oppressor is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, because he designed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be in a state of confusion. That's why the ghetto's messed up. We're going to go into here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7 and verse 16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them. Now, sometimes the Most High don't want to hear your prayers no more. It can get to a point where the Most High don't want to hear the prayers, even my prayers, prayer for somebody that's wicked. He just too far gone. God will never give up on you. That's not what we say in the book of Romans. It say that the Most High gave them up to vile affections. I'm paraphrasing. The Most High will give up on you if you just keep sinning out there. He said you ain't supposed to have no other gods before him. Right? You making yourself out to be a god. You don't think that the Most High see that and is disgusted and jealous of that? Many people talk to these hoes on Facebook more than they talk to the Most High, or at least pray to the Most High. You need to pray that a lot of these hoes repent, these whores repent before the Most High kill them or have them destroyed, right? I'm just keeping it real, all the way to real. You understand? Peep this out. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. It can get to the point where the Most High ain't gonna hear regarding you because you keep on fucking up, right? You keep messing up, Salaki, and you just won't stop. And everybody been praying for you, and the Most High gets you out of jam. He gets you out of this and gets you out of that, and it comes to the point where the Most High ain't hearing it no more. I ain't trying to hear that. He hard-headed and stiff-necked and rebellious. So now he got to eat the fruits of his labor. And if your labor is being wicked, you worshiping other gods, you worshiping a woman, the black woman's God, he'll use that same black woman to destroy you. Have you in child support court. You go to prison and jail behind it. Get raped in jail for not paying your child support. I don't want that, but I'm just telling you, it's a very dark, dismal road. You worshiping a goddamn woman as your God. He'll use that same black woman you calling goddess, queen, to destroy you. Right? Verse 17, seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? Verse 18, the children gather wood and the fathers kindle the fire. Man, this is the whole family. And the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven. What is that in a sense today? Everybody is worshiping the queen of heaven on Facebook, showing up behind to the whole world, showing her cleavage. She's at the club. Was drunk. Smoking. She's disgusting. Right? And this ain't talking about all the black women, but this is talking about a vast majority because it is being perpetrated on the black community that this behavior is acceptable and it's going unchecked, right? You wait for America and the system of America to check it, it's not going to happen. So we, the governmental body in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge of the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we are bringing these things out, or we are trying to convey this information to you so that you can take heed and you can make changes in your life before the judgment and wrath of the Most High comes down on you, man. Right? I'm just telling you straight. You worshiping the the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings and unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. You making this woman on Facebook out to be a god. She got 200, 300, 400, 500 reactions, likes. I don't see that's just like some of y'all are disgusting. That's just like a spiritual orgy, right? You done seen the first brother go up in this woman, and now you come behind and you want your turn, right? It's disgusting. How do you do that? How do you live with yourself, right? You need to stop using your thumb so damn much. Liking every woman that got a little cleavage. Stop being so weak. Stop. Have some more self-respect for yourself. If you're a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man, let them other men do stuff like that. Don't you follow the ways of the wicked, right? Worshiping her. That Facebook is just set up to be an altar before your black queen. You understand? It's disgusting. You should have more self-respect for yourself, right? So we're going to drop that, and we're going to go into the book of Jeremiah. And I know you don't like me. You ain't got to like me. But you're going to respect the word of the Most High. You understand? That's what we're bringing out. That's what we're talking about. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, and verse 25. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths and fulfilled with your hand, that thumb, saying, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven. What is that? It says right here, fulfilled with your hands to the Queen of Heaven. You're not going to get off that Facebook. You're going to keep on doing it. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Flaunt it if you got it. It's crazy, man. It's real crazy. You're going to provoke the Most High to anger, right? Y'all need to stop that. It's a terrible practice in the women that's doing it and the men that is following suit. You need to stop it and have more self-respect and dignity for yourself, right? I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you something because many of y'all gonna anger the Most High to the point where he's not gonna hear the prayers. We pray for you in the I.S.U.P.K. We pray for the destroyed of Israel. But the Most High see what we can't see sometimes, and you still keep doing it. And I don't know what to do, man. After that point, that's what you don't want the Most High to be on your back and to be displeased with you. We should cry out for mercy and forgiveness from the Most High. Say, Lord, I'm sorry. I've been propping these women up, boasting their heads up, and really it's been hurting the community as a whole. It's been hurting the Black community because we have made our women into goddesses, when you told us not to have any other gods before you. And that's what you should do, man. You should really do that. You should cry out the mercy for the Most High. It's a nice class. Facebook is her altar of worship. Most High don't want nobody else receiving worship. He is worthy of the worship. He's the one that gave you your health and your breath. And if you got a roof over your head, he made the means for you to have a roof over your head. If you have the ability to work a job or a career or whatever, so you can sustain yourself and your family, you should be thankful to him. You understand me? And I ain't talking about the goddamn oppressor. He's just the means that the Most High uses to be able to pay you or do whatever to sustain yourself, right? So don't get it twisted. But let me go back into these scriptures so y'all can know what's cracking. And it said to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven. That's the big term nowadays in the Black community. You a queen, a beautiful Black queen. We ain't no queen, you know what I'm saying? We have princesses. Queen Vashti, these is heathen women, man. These is women that wanted to usurp authority over men. You know what I mean? To pour out drink offerings unto her. Yea, will surely accomplish your vows and surely perform your vows. Verse 26, therefore, hear ye the word of the Lord, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt, the land of bondage, here in America too. Behold, I have sworn by my great name, saith the Lord, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah in all the land of Egypt, saying the Lord liveth. So that's why many Black men, they don't talk about God. They don't go to church. I can't blame them for that. Seeing that there's a lot of molestations and rapes and thievery in that church, that Christian church. But they should at least, You should at least hear rappers giving homage and giving praise to God. Like, yo, I thank God he kept me alive another day, even though I'm getting paid the wrong way. And all, brothers was, I'm just saying, brothers would give God some type of respect in the raps. Nowadays, they don't even acknowledge the Most High. You know who they acknowledge? They acknowledge black women. Got the body of a goddess. They, you know what I'm saying? They acknowledge that. You see what I'm saying? Miss Independent. The whole R&B industry was built on simpery, man. Women worship. Now, it's one thing you express your love and, you're caring for a woman, but you shouldn't be like Keith Sweat begging some damn woman. You understand me? You put her but more important than you, right? You need to reach down and grab a pair and be a goddamn man and decide that, hey, you know what? She's the weaker vessel, and she's either gonna get in line and follow suit, or she can hit the bricks. That should be your mindset. But you too weak. You too weak to what's between her legs, man. That is a very weak stance. That's a little boy stance. You understand me? Man, I don't know. You just gonna have to keep living like I was told. If you don't believe me, keep on living. Most High grant you some years. Keep living. You'll know what I'm talking about, right? And a lot of the women should know better too. There ain't no retirement plan for no whore, man. You think at the end of the rainbow, it's going to be a pot of gold, a pot of simps that you can pick from, and it's going to be there and take care of you and your 7, 8 kids by different men. That's what many of these women think, man. Nah, man. At the end of the rainbow is a broken mirror of shattered souls, victims of your deception, right? That's what's at the end of the rainbow for a lot of these damn whores out here, man, trying to be goddesses. You don't never look at the old lady on the bus stop and wonder. You never consider that could be me. You think, oh, that's her life, right? Nah, man. You don't say that until it happened to you, right? I'm just telling you straight. Trying to prevent you some pain. You understand? So what we're going to do, we're going to go into the book of Proverbs, right? Chapter 5 and verse 3. Pittsburgh, make sure that you subscribe to the No Cowards Pittsburgh YouTube channel also. Subscribe to that channel, man. It's going to be a lot of exciting content coming. Man, it's going to get real heavy, right? All things up to date in the city of Pittsburgh. You understand? No Cowards Pittsburgh YouTube channel. So we're going to go into the book of Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 3. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 3. For the lips of a strange woman drop as in honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, right? She put these little captions to allure her followers to worship her with a picture, a very provocative picture. And let me tell you something else too. Let me give y'all some little inside game about what a lot of these women do on Facebook. They're advertising themselves, right? They're in between relationships. They're trying to, you ever heard of the term monkey branch, right? You ever seen a monkey? They don't let go of that branch until they got hold of another. That's the concept they do with a lot of men. They're not going to let go of their old husband until they get a new husband, which is unlawful because you're supposed to only have that one husband for the duration of your life, unless he dies, right? But that's hence the term whore. You understand me? And some of y'all don't like it. I'm just telling you what's in the scriptures. Now, if you didn't know no better, now you know better, so do better. Right? Sex is marriage, in case you didn't know. It ain't going down to the city hall or to the church and walking down the aisle, I didn't say no vows. You didn't say no vows, but you let that man stick his rod in you. That's a vow. That's a covenant. In its truest sense, when that man broke that hymen, right? And that blood mixed, that was a blood covenant, a lifelong bond. And that was been many moons for a lot of these women out here. And they don't know what the hell I'm even talking about. But anyhow, I'm just trying to tell you the law. Tonight is a law class. And you're not supposed to be trying to get worship over the Most High. So you use them smooth words. Those words out of your mouth are smoother than oil. But here's the result. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. What is hell? A condition. You understand? Check this out. Lest thou should ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable. On that Facebook, somebody's in her DM talking about, baby, I'll do this, I'll pay this, I'll do this, girl, I'll break you off, I'll do all this stuff. And then the next guy. So she got guys lined up all through the week, right? And you don't have self-respect enough for yourself to know this, or you don't even care. You don't care if she give you a damn sexually transmitted disease, because she don't care. You just want to sleep with her because of her body, right? That she's just showing on display for everybody, the whole world. She's advertising. What do they do when they want to sell some breakfast cereal? They put a commercial on, right? The same thing she does on Facebook. And the highest bidder, that's who she wants. Just like that movie Taken. When they had them girls, they were selling all them girls. They basically trying to pimp themselves out, which is a no-no. Not saying the pimp game right, but at least the pimp had sense enough to make sure they don't self-destruct. Many of these women are self-destructing themselves, trying to pimp themselves out on Facebook, trying to get this web worship of a goddess. You understand? Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. You don't really know what the hell she's doing when she's at work, when she's in that cubicle. She's typing and trying to set up dates with all these dudes. You don't know, man. She's trying to get worship, posting pictures of her getting her morning coffee. I'm bored. I don't know what I'm gonna fix tonight. Look, man, why don't you just get you a husband? That way you can have all the adoration and attention that you need and get rid of the Facebook account. Yeah, I said it. I ain't going, because she's not going to trade in one candy bar for the whole aisle of candy in her mind, right? She's not going to regard you as important enough to be dedicated to than to relinquish all the simps that she has as followers that come to her altar each day and bring her offerings of praise and worship. Tonight's class, Facebook is her altar of worship, man. You got to know this. Check this out. Verse 7. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, because that's what you are. You just like a child. You simple. When you sitting there worshiping and thumbing up these women just for showing some booty. And depart not from the words of my mouth. Verse 8. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. This woman's trouble, man. The Most High left his word to give us warning because he knew the nature of many of these wicked, especially in that Christian church, man. In that Christian church, they wicked as hell. They don't care. They just heard a sermon on adultery. Meanwhile, they got a man and they step out on their man and they hooking up with other men on the down low. They supposed to going out for groceries. They slipping at another brother's house, doing God knows what with that other man. You see what I'm saying? Because they use that mechanism of social media, Facebook, for hookups, booty calls, talking about I ain't gonna be nobody's side piece. That's really what you are. You really the side piece. You ain't that main thing because you don't present yourself to be the main thing anyway by your conduct. And I'm here to tell you what other people want. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh class, man. We go extremely hardcore here, right? You might not have heard this. Some of this stuff you should have heard need to hear from your daddy. But because of the Willie Lynch curse, he wasn't around. He was made effeminate and he wasn't in your life. In fact, it's many weak black men out there that let they daughters date white men and all kind of stuff, and they don't say nothing about it because they secretly want that big fat whale of a woman, that Edomite, right? Especially around tax season, they want that damn, you know what I'm saying, man, which is a sin according to Deuteronomy 7:3. We was not to make marriages with the other nations. You understand? Damn, man, it's real crazy. But let me bring this out too, if I could, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 14. Check this out. Bet you never seen this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 14. 14. Whosoever boasted himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. What is that? You boast yourself of a false gift. Many of these women on Facebook, they get these filters, right? They get these filters to make their eyes green. Yeah, I got green eyes. Make them have long hair and all that. But what the scriptures say is that whosoever boasted himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. Now, rain is used to nourish the vegetation to grow your crops. It's like, oh man, I thought, man, she said she looked like Janet Jackson. She looked like Freddie Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Just like on that movie back in the day, Friday. That's old school for you old heads. But that's the thing what these filters do. They use all this witchcraft to make themselves look a certain way. And then when you meet them in real life, you're like, damn, man, she got pimples and shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? Got black heads. Man, you need to get some Stridex. God damn, baby. That's a lot. But I'm just saying, she busted. And she uses that filter and she hides behind her altar, just like the Wizard of Oz in that movie, to get that worship, making herself out to be bigger than what she really is with them false filters and stuff on Facebook. Dang, man, yo, she got some hazel eyes, man. Damn, all this stuff like that. You going gaga over these whores, man. When you gonna learn? The men of old knew not to fall for the okie doke. You understand? They knew not to fall for the okie doke. It don't matter how fine she is, man. If she ain't with my program, she can get to stepping. Like Martin used to say, she can get to stepping, right? And that's what you got to be willing to do, man. But you too weak, and I know you're not going to do it because you're too goddamn weak. You worship and you give your adoration and your all and respect to your queen, the black woman, your God, the queen of heaven, which is the spirit of Jezebel. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. The Most High wants to rid this spirit out of the black community. And he uses his priests and prophets and I.S.U.P.K. to do it. So I'm just trying to let you know what's up, man. You can continue to worship these false deities. Yo, she's the queen. She's the queen. You know what I mean? She's the queen of evil, the queen of the damned. Like that movie back in the day. That's who the hell she really is, man. Not all. Like I said, you should be mature enough woman to know your worth as a woman. If you ain't out there, that's just like somebody say, man, all men are dogs. Men are this and this and that. Well, that's your opinion. I know what type of man I am. I know my worth and my characteristics. I know I have integrity. I know I have certain attributes that is very appealing to many women. I'm sorry you feel that way. You should be more on that rather than you just hear some words and you take it and apply it to yourself. That is the trait of a very weak mind. You understand? A very weak mind. So let me bring this scripture here to you. Pittsburgh, Proverbs 6:23. Right? Let's see. Let's get this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. And that's tonight's class, the law class. This is reproof. The instruction to teach you the laws of the Most High. And a law is not for you to seek your own worship as a god. Many of you will hear a man call you a queen. Instead of you correcting him and say, I'm no queen. You just, it's like a burning incense before you. Yes. Yes, you get them scent, that scent smoke into your altar. You understand? Check this out. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. And that's the thing about it. I'm trying to reprove you. Let me read it again. Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman. This is from the evil woman. That's why the reproof is coming to a lot of you men tonight. A lot of women think this class is about them. But look at the title. Facebook is her altar of worship. It's about both. Because she couldn't get no worship if you didn't worship her as a man. Right? So it's sin on both ends. Right? From the flattery, that's what these likes and these thumbs up and these hearts. He brings before that heart. He brings that heart before your altar every day, every morning. For the Holy of Holies on Facebook. Here, my queen. Here's your heart. Here's your thumb. Right? That's what the hell a lot of these men out here is doing, man. Stop it. Stop it. Right? It's that serious. Stop it. You angering the Most High, you making them jealous. You ain't been in the scriptures all week, but you've been on that goddamn Facebook liking up every woman with a big behind, some big. Let me. I was gonna say stinking. Let me stop. Because I don't know. I can only imagine. So some of y'all mad. Y'all gonna get mad and go flag something. Yeah, got a flag. Man, look, man. But man, it's real crazy, man. Dang. But you need to stop it, man. Stop doing that. I'm just trying to tell you something that's very real and relevant. And I know I lost a lot of the students and the viewers because they want to hear good word. They want me to talk about some money like the Christian pastor. They want me to talk about you're going to get a blessing. If you give $120 in 120 days, you're going to get 120 blessings. Now, call now. Hurry up, call. They want me to be like them preachers, them damn hustling preachers on them big time Christian networks. I'm not going to do that, man. I'm going to tell you what's going to give you life, right? And you know what I'm saying? I try to have a little fun with it, but it's real talk, man. You're going to have to decide for yourself what you're going to do, man. Get you a husband. If you want the adoration, you a woman, just get you a husband that's into you like that. But the thing is, your problem is going to be that you just going to want all the attention for yourself, right? Not understanding the mindset of a man. And then you're going to say, attribute him to being a dog. Now, it's one thing if he's going out there and he's not being in relation with these women, far as he's not wiping them up. Like that's supposed to be a lifelong bond. Like when you with a woman, you can't just be with a woman and decide, oh man, I'm just gonna leave her. It's about the thick and the thin. That's how you're supposed to do it when you with somebody you care about, man. Even when the looks fade. That's why many women, what they do in their youth is they abuse their beauty. They use their beauty, and they were all different manner of men when they should be with that one man and build bonds and memories with him. That way, you have endeared his heart to truly value you, where you are a possession that he never wants to get rid of. But what many women don't understand, because they haven't been taught this, they wasn't taught it by their mother, because their mother didn't realize it, because she, in a captivity, and she was taught wrong. So many women abuse their beauty. They use Facebook and they lure all their victims, and they get all these different men, become whores, thinking they just got us. And in their old age, they're alone. You can't always use your beauty, your aesthetics as the fishing tool, because it's going to come a day when you won't got that. You got to be beautiful inside, right? A humble spirit, a spirit of, very, it's different things. Men like different things, so I'm not going to, it's no cookie cutter thing, where every man likes the same thing. Some men go for a boisterous, loud woman, and that's fine if he's content with her, if he's pleased to dwell with her. Some men want a quiet woman, a homebody. Some men want a woman that they can go out to, they can do things together. But the thing is you should complement each other. You know what I'm saying? And basically, that woman should compliment that man, because he is the head, and you got to be confident in his decisions in leading you and that family. And I can understand the reason why a lot of women are terrible, terrible, terrible judges in character as far as picking their own men. That's why it wasn't in scripture. Women did not pick their own husband in the scripture. The father, or whoever the guardian of that woman, chose her husband. It was an arranged marriage. Because you got to think like this. It's just like you a parent. If you could, you choose what's best for your child, right? It's a lot. What food your child eats, what clothes they wear for school. This man has been observing his daughter his whole life. He knows her likes, he knows what she don't like, he knows what makes her sad, he knows what makes her happy. And he questions the young man that wants to be the suitor for his daughter. And he looks at him, and he's either going to say yeah or nay. He's like, no, because you're going to get on her nerves with that. Or, yeah, y'all going to compliment each other well. And he'll give the thumbs up and the okay. And he took his dowry, and allowed the young man to have his daughter as a possession, as a wife. That's the way it should be. But now you got these women, many of them, not all, here in Babylon, here in America, here in Sodom and Gomorrah in Egypt, that want to be their own woman. They want to be independent. They want to be a goddess. They know what's best for them. And they make horrible decisions in men. They choose a man based on his body, right? And some of you men do that, not knowing that the mind is corrupt. You just brought a pedophile in your home. It's crazy. That's why here in ISUPK, we have a system set up for the sisters to go through a courtship process. Even though, I mean, if you're dealing with a man in his truth, he's pretty much going to be Tawab. You know what I'm saying? It's just a process to see if you compliment him, right? When you're going on Facebook, he said a couple of words, tell you something to make you feel good for the moment. And next thing you're doing, y'all together, you done got pregnant. And come to find out he wasn't into you like that. Because you use your assets as the lead off. And if that's what you use to lead, that's what's gonna be used when the last thing he gonna see too when he leave you. He step out your life. You use your behind to lead him. Now when he leave you, he's gonna leave you behind. Right? You don't get that, you'll get that tomorrow. Man. Got so many scriptures to bring up. Damn. Let me continue in these scriptures. Salaki. Verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart. Don't do that. You're on Facebook. She's using that altar of Facebook for worship, and you lusting after her beauty in your heart, in your mind. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids. She batting her eyes. You know, she put that makeup on her eyes to allure you. And here is the kicker. Verse 26, Proverbs 6 and verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. Man, you've been spending your money on this chick. Been whining and dining her. You leading off trying to impress. Look here, man, this is something. Don't never try to impress no woman with money, right? Money is a means to enhance you to become something that you can be, right? You might want to put on some fine clothes yourself, and you know, you want to smell good, and you make the best you, and she might like that. You enhance yourself. Don't be trying to have little trinkets, you know, like a carrot on a string on a stick, and you trying to lure her with that. And any woman that go for that, they really ain't about nothing anyway. You see what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen? She wasn't really into you. She was into the carrot on the stick. You understand me? And once somebody brings a bigger carrot, then she's going to go after that, right? Where she should be into, you know, character. This is a decent man, man. He ain't going to hurt me. He ain't going to hurt, you know, my children. You know what I mean? This is somebody I can build and grow with. Those are the things, you know, that should be being considered. But many women, young ladies in their youth, that's far beyond their understanding. That's why it was important for the father to guide his daughter right. And we brought out in the Willie Lynch letter that they kept the nigger males moving and working to get him out of the home. They use laws today, the welfare system and the feminist movement and all that stuff to get the man out the home. Messed up his image. They use prominent black entertainers and people that people revere to destroy the male image, the black male image. Now you want to hear a football player. Nothing wrong with Kaepernick, but he ain't no goddamn leader, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be listening to Commanding GEN.YAHANNA and the priest and prophets in I.S.U.P.K. if you want to be led the correct way. Hell, when he did have his damn position, he wasn't breaking off the black community. Nothing. He didn't give to the I.S.U.P.K. So why all of a sudden now he's a black leader in the community? I'm gonna take a knee. Now, I mean, you know, that was a noble thing in and of itself, but I'm just saying, Many of these football players, they can all put their resources together and give to the ISUPK, and they don't, right? And who else is doing the works that we do? Who else is on the streets? You got some fake Israelites out there, the soft, limp wrist, claiming to do the work of God, but they scared to even say the white man. They scared to say he's the devil. How you gonna trust that? Man, it's crazy. A man's brought to a piece of bread. You inboxing one of these Facebook whores, you're gonna be brought to a piece of bread, man. You need to really vet these women that you're dealing with. Because really, if you choosing a woman that got 5,000 friends on Facebook, how can you compete with that? You ever think about that? A lot of y'all don't care. And if you don't care, you can't get mad at the fruit of what your actions cause. When she got you on child support, when she get the goons to come after you, when she slashed your tires, you got some nutty chick off of Facebook. It's crazy. And to close it out, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of hope though, because it ain't all about doom and gloom. There is a way out, and the Most High gave us His instructions in His Word in order for us to repent and change our ways. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me. That's a lot of these women on Facebook. That they may serve other gods, serving the black woman as God. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Suddenly, real quick. Verse 5. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars. That's what we doing tonight. We destroying the concept of social media. What these black queens do, man. You say you love black men. You love black men, plural, and you should love a black man. That's the talk of a whore. I love black men, right? Who want to hear their woman talk like that? You should love a black man or Hispanic or Native Indian man if you are a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman, right? Thus saith the Lord. Shall destroy their altars, right? Facebook is the altar to many of these whorish women. We're going to destroy that and break down their images. What is that? Those them posting them pics. Don't like them. One way you can break it down is not to stop liking women that portray themselves as whores. This is going for the men, right? Because the same thing that you perpetuate, the Most High is going to use to destroy you and cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire. In a sense, that's just basically saying you need to destroy what they're trying to erect. Every day, they putting pictures on there. And it's a lot of old black men that simps out here, man. You know, they ain't even qualified to be sugar daddies. You know, just simpery at its finest. They failed the black community. You know what I mean? Fred, Mr. Charlie, them and all them, they failed the black community because they perpetuate, well, you know what I'm saying? It ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I mean? You just a trick. And you made other tricks in your stead. That's why the black community's messed up. Verse 6. For thou art an holy people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are a holy people, separate people, unto the Lord thy God. the Lord thy God hath chosen thee. So when you choose something, that means something ain't chosen. We was chosen over Africans. We was chosen over Chinese people, Arabs, Asians, you know what I'm saying? White people. To be a special people unto himself. We was chosen to be a special people unto the Most High. Above, so when something's above, that means something's below. We are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And with that, we have to deal accordingly. We have to live upright lives pleasing to the Most High. Tonight's class, Facebook is her altar of worship. Stop worshiping these women on Facebook. Right? It's very unbecoming. And if you're a woman out there doing that and you're trying to get this attention for worship, know this, you're going to anger the Most High. You are going to anger the Most High, and the Most High is going to deal with you. And with that said, I'm going to read tonight's announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. You can go to the website, ISUPK.com, or you can give it to the teacher in the city near you. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. And if you would like, if you got the Square Cash App, you can go to my Cash App tag. If you would like to bless the priests and prophets that's presenting this information to you, it's Hamakwabaf 1W. It's $Hamakwabaf 1W. That's $HAMAQABATH 1 lowercase w. Most High will bless you for your support. It's not mandatory though. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, that's going to be the Feast of Dedication. December 20th, it'll be an 8-day festive Holy Convocation. We'll get more clarification on that. Pittsburgh, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing y'all black, man. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and start. Right? Get in contact with us. Go to the ISUPK Pittsburgh Facebook page and leave a message there. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, say, hey, man, I want to get down with this truth, man. I love black people, Hispanic, Native, Indian people, man. I like what you cats is doing out there, man. I want to see Pittsburgh come to life. I want to see the problems and the oppression go away, and we need leadership in Pittsburgh. Why don't you become a part of it, man? Stop sitting on the sidelines and get into the game. Contact the I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh. And with that said, we're going to give a courtesy salute to all the brothers watching the I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh class. I Ma'ashem Shabbat. I Ma'ashem Barak. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Barak Thumb. Yazmatah. Courtesy salute to all the sisters watching the stream. I Ma'ashem Shabbat. I Ma'ashem Barak. Yahweh Shema I Athan Ba'Hashem Yahushai Yazmatah. I.S.U.P.K. Pittsburgh class dismissed.